Why is it so hard to reach true knowledge? Imagine this. From the moment you open your eyes, you find yourself in a place. Dark, but familiar. Your hands and feet are chained. The only thing you can see, shadows dancing on a wall. You've never seen what's behind you, never questioned what's casting those shadows. Because why would you? This is all you've ever known. Does this idea sound familiar? In a way, we all live like these chained prisoners in Plato's allegory of the cave. We accept the reality that is presented to us, rarely questioning if there's something more. But what does it really mean? And why is it so hard to reach true knowledge? Maybe the real question is, do we even want to? Plato's allegory of the cave is about the difference between those who seek the truth and those who settle for shadows. The prisoners in the cave can only see the shadows on the wall in front of them. To them, that's reality, but in truth, those shadows are just illusions. They are mere reflections of something else, something greater. The problem is, if you've only ever known shadows, how could you even begin to imagine the real world beyond them? And what about us? Look around. Social media, news, the things we're taught. How much of it is real? How much of it is just shadows on the wall? Could we, without realizing it, be living in a cave of our own? Our chains are different. Ideologies, misinformation, our own biases. But the effect is the same. We trust what we see, even when what we see is carefully controlled. If one day you broke free from your chains and stepped outside the cave, what would happen? At first, the sunlight would burn your eyes. It would hurt. Everything would seem overwhelming. But over time, you'd start seeing the truth, the objects behind the shadows, and eventually the sun itself. The experience would be shocking, even terrifying. How do you accept a reality so different from the one you've always believed? This is where the real challenge begins, because once you've seen the truth, you feel the urge to go back and tell others. You want to free them from the cave, show them what you've seen. But what if they don't listen? What if they think you're crazy or even dangerous? Would they even believe you, or would they fight to protect the illusion they're comfortable with? Imagine this. You've seen the truth, but the people around you refuse to believe it. They say, "We can't see what you see, so it must not be real." They label you a liar, a threat. They try to silence you. Maybe they mock you, or maybe they become hostile. To them, you're not enlightening them. You're disturbing their peace. History has shown us that people who bring uncomfortable truths are rarely welcomed with open arms. But here's the real question. Is it better to know the truth or to live comfortably in ignorance? Is it easier to stay in the dark, watching shadows, or to step into the light and face reality? There's a reason they say ignorance is bliss. Knowing the truth comes with responsibility, with discomfort, with loneliness. But can you really go back once you've seen the bigger picture? Yes, reaching true knowledge is hard. Our beliefs, societal pressures, media manipulation, and biased information keep us chained. Every day we are bombarded with distractions that keep us from questioning deeper truths. The chains are comfortable, the cave is familiar. But once you've seen the sun, once you've seen reality for what it is, could you ever go back to the shadows? Could you pretend you don't know? The answer to that is up to you. Will you break free, or will you stay in the cave watching shadows?